What's up, everybody? First of all, let me say thank you for everybody that commented on the video. Helped me try to pick out some fish for the aquarium. So I'm at Aquarium Shop right now. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna see what he has in stock. And from what he has in stock and what you guys suggested, I'm gonna go through those fish and we're gonna pick some to go in the aquarium. So we have some skunk clownfish over here, which we could put a whole group of those in the tank. And with some anemones, we could have like 12 of these guys in there with a bunch of anemones. That'd be kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. On a side note, I just pulled this guy out of somebody's tank. Absolutely gorgeous fish, beautiful fish. Unfortunately, we had to take him out because he was eating the hammer corals. You can see he's well fed. So unfortunately, it's early in the week and he hasn't got his fish delivery yet, but we have to go to the client's tank and I want to put something in there. So given the selection that we have, I'll pick from there based on the comments that you guys made. And so we'll just start slow and we'll just continue to build from there. So here we are at the tank. I got the fish in the bag, getting ready to acclimate them. And let's just take a look at the tank real quick. I wanted to show you guys something. You see this leather coral right there? So it's not that it's unhealthy, that's falling off, not because it's unhealthy, it's because it's splitting. So that little piece that's dangling right there will eventually fall off, drop off somewhere, and end up growing to be another leather coral. This particular species of leather coral loves to break apart, and you'll get a bunch of those little leather corals spread throughout the tank. The lights just came on, so corals are still a little bit, they're not looking their best. We got a bunch of leather corals in here. We're gonna end up putting some LPS in here too. The one LPS we do have in here, we've got a hammer coral right there that's doing really, really good. So if you guys wanna drop in some comments of what corals you'd like to see in this tank, I'd appreciate it. So we got plenty of room in this tank for a bunch of fish. So all we have really in here are some chromis, which are, where are they? See, everybody's just waking up, everybody's still kind of hiding. And there's that mean, aggressive 6-line wrasse. There's a striped blenny, so he's still there, he's doing good. And the red wrasse is around here somewhere, the fairy wrasse are around here somewhere. So we do have another tank at this residence. This is the upstairs tank. It is a fish-only system, so this is all just fake coral. But we have some wrasse in here, we have some tangs, angelfish. Things that, you know, you really can't have in a reef tank. We did have a Niger trigger in here, but we took him out, got a little too big. But it's just a relatively easy to maintain tank. There's some starfish, some snails for cleanup crew. We could probably fit some more fish in here, so if you have any suggestions, also for this tank as well, fish only tank. And it's only so big, I think it's about 150 gallons. It's not super huge, it's more tall than wide, so nothing that gets too big. And if it does get big, maybe we can move it and give it to somebody else. But if you have any suggestions for a fish that would work well in here as well for a fish only system, please drop in the comments down below and I'll see what I can do. So I have Paragard here. I'm gonna go ahead and acclimate the fish, and I'm also gonna pour a little bit of Paragard in there to kind of treat any external parasites. As you can see, it treats fungus, bacteria, any scrapes or stuff they might have. Infections on the outer. This is purely external. It also helps with like things like flukes and things like that saltwater fish get. So we'll do probably like a 30-minute dip with this stuff. Just make sure that no parasites get in the tank. We want to keep it as healthy as possible. So Andy was a little bit short on fish this week at the aquarium shop. So we didn't have a huge selection. He gets his fish shipment actually today, but he doesn't open until later, so I won't be able to get there. But the first fish we have is from a Midas Blenny, and Ultimate Fish 19 picked this fish, selected this fish. He's actually got a really nice bright yellow color to him, but when they are scared, they try to camouflage a bit, so you can see he's darkening. He gets a little bit striped to try to blend in. This is an awesome fish. Midas Blenny are really, really cool. And the other fish we got are 2 firefish, and this was chosen by Cynthia Burbine, if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, she chose these 2 firefish, so unfortunately we were only able to do the firefish and the Midas Blenny today because, like I said, he was short on fish. So I'm going to go ahead and get these fish acclimated, and then I'll show you them when they're ready to go in, and we'll see how they do with the other fish and see how they like the tank. So I got the Midas Blenny and the firefish here. I'm about to put them in. I just wanted to go over, real quick with the fish. The Midas Blennies, they get about, I think they get about 6 inches. So I mean, they get a relatively good size. They get a little bit thicker than that. They're really, for the most part, just a chill fish. They're not really aggressive. Now they can go after, like other, like blennies and gobies and stuff like that. They've been known to go after firefish, but that's really only because it's in a smaller tank. Now, if you have them in a small tank, they can be a little territorial to similar species. But when we have a 300-gallon plus tank, I mean, the size of this thing is, I can't even reach my hand all the way to the top. They got plenty of room, so that aggression shouldn't be a problem between these 2 species. But like I said, they're not a real active swimmer. They like to perch. They like to perch on, some of the rock ledges and stuff and kind of just look out. They're very an inquisitive fish. They're pretty hardy for the most part. They don't really require a lot. They have beautiful coloration. Like I said, easy to take care of. They eat, I've seen them eat pellets. I've even seen them eat flakes. They like frozen meaty foods. All that works for them. But a really great fish with a great personality. Now, as far as the firefish go, these guys are beautiful. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. You can find these at most pet shops, most LFS. Really hardy fish as well. Besides looking beautiful, they're hardy, easy to take care of. I think you can get these guys in probably about 30-gallon tank is about the minimum I would go. I wouldn't go anything lower than 30 gallons. Especially if you have more than one. Not aggressive at all. You have to be careful if you do put them in a tank with aggressive fish. They don't do really well at protecting themselves. Their protection is they'll carve out a little burrow or something in the sand, and they'll go ahead and dart in and out of that. Hence the name dartfish. But yeah, these guys are super chill, and they should do really well in here. And there's plenty of room in here, so the aggression shouldn't be an issue also. The Midas Blenny should be in about I wouldn't go anything lower than a 40-gallon, and 40 gallons pushing it. These guys, they get big. Like I said, they get 6 inches. They get kind of like that when they swim. They get like an eel motion. It's pretty cool. So they've been dipped, they've been treated, they've been acclimated, and now they're going into the tank. So let's check it out. All right, pouring them in now. There goes the dartfish. There goes the Blenny. And he goes straight for a rock. These guys are hanging out the top now. They are jumpers. The firefish are jumpers, but this is such a high tank that I don't think them jumping will be an issue. They like to settle more towards the bottom. So I think they'll be okay. And they'll probably find themselves and hang out a bit. But I think they make a great addition to this tank. All right, stay away from the overflow. Let's see if we can find the Blenny. Oh, look who it is. One of the fairy wrasse. One of the red fairy wrasse. Every time I'm here, I feed him, so that's probably why he's poking his head out. Yellow chorus wrasse right there. Awesome fish. One of my favorite fish. He's really chill. But so far, so good. So the 6-line wrasse, a bit of a bully in this tank. He's seen the firefish, and he's shown no interest, so no aggression so far, so that's a good sign. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed these guys. This is a mix of some Hikari foods, some shrimp, some spirulina. We got some squid and just different foods for them, a variety there. So we'll go ahead and feed them and see how how the new fish respond. Hopefully they eat. They're hanging out right there below. So let's see if we can get them to eat. Still haven't found the Midas plenty. The chromis and the and the wrasse, they know the deal. So we have this tank on a automatic feeder that feeds pellets, and we're here twice a week, so they don't get frozen food all the time. So when they do, they get excited. So every time I'm here, I try to feed them so they get used to me. But they love the frozen food. Definitely prefer it to the pellets. And there we go. They're all gonna go crazy. Yeah, the chromis know what's up. All right, damsels eating, and the wrasse is gonna have at it. Let's see what the firefish do. Come on, buddies. Food going right towards you. Yep, he went for it. Yep, they're eating. Awesome. They're chasing it, they're eating. Cool. And there's a wrasse. He's eating too, or she. And yeah, they're eating. That's super cool. So that's a good sign. Now the Midas blenny is probably still hiding. I can't find him. We'll just have to give him some time and he'll come out. They're shy at first, but eventually they get used to you and he'll pop out. He'll be good. All right, so we fed him. Everybody's happy. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the service. Let me just say thank you again to Cynthia Burbine and Ultimate Fishing 19 for selecting the Midas blenny and the firefish. So once more fish become available, I will be adding them based on the comments you guys made. So stay tuned for that. I will have them in the next video that I do in probably about a week because I'm here every week. So every week I'm here, so I should be adding the fish then. So stay tuned for that. The other challenge I'd like to issue to you guys is we need corals in this tank. So you can see all the leathers are doing well. They're doing fine. We've just recently been able to put corals in here. This tank had to go. It's been through some stuff. We inherited it from a different service company. We've been just trying to play catch up, so we've gotten it. It's kind of stable. We also had a fish in here that was eating coral. We got them out, but we're at the point now where we're able to put different types of coral in here. I don't think it's ready for SPS yet. I say that because I've tried Amanapora, did not do well yet. So I say we take the jump to LPS. So if you guys have any corals you'd like to see in this tank, please comment below. So I want this tank to be a group project. I want you guys all comment, continue to comment, and let's see what we can do with this. So keep, suggesting coral and fish, and I'd appreciate it. All right, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one.